Well, the first step in the process is getting your materials, and I get those from the landscape around me. We strip the bark off of the plant, and you want the inner bark as opposed to the outer bark. And sometimes it needs soaking, but normally the humidity on the island makes it pull off quite easily from the inner bark. The next step, we actually cook the fiber to soften it and also to get rid of all the organic materials that is not the cellulose. Paper is generally made from cellulose fiber, and this is pretty much what is left of the bark. And you can see it actually has its own weave to it. So here we have the fiber cooking, stewing away, and then we're going to go and beat it by hand. This is handmade paper. Here we have the fiber after it's cooked. It's been rinsed a bit, and you can see it pulls apart on its own. And we want to break down those longer fibers into smaller ones, and basically we beat it to a pulp. I'm going in a circular motion around here, so I'm always covering the same ground, so I know what's being beaten. I do it in stages. It doesn't all get done at once, you know. After we beat it to a pulp, which is what this looks like, yum, I pretty much weigh the amount that I want, and it's about 250 grams of pulp. And that should cover a screen this size. So I'm going to get rid of some of the air bubbles from underneath. This is a very long-winded way of making paper, but the effect is quite unique from other methods. Another handmade paper. Ooh. I did teach myself how to make paper on a very rudimentary level in the Western method of the dipping method. But I have studied it. I've done lots of workshops. I've traveled to do things, to study different ways. And I've adapted the methods according to the facilities that I have available to me and the materials I have available to me. It's just amazing to be able to transform something that's growing outside into something that's a flat piece of material that can be folded into a piece of origami, or it can be molded into a bowl, or it can be cut to create a pattern. And there's so much you can do with paper. I love it. The fiber likes to go in certain directions, so you have to force it. And now I'm going to slowly lift it. I'm draining the water out of it, so we're just left with the fiber. And I take it outside to dry. So we've got our sheet formed here. On a good sunny day like today, it'll probably take half a day or a day to dry. And it's ready to be peeled off of its frame. I'll just do that right now. I'm going to just press on the cloth behind around the edges to break it free from the wood. I'm going to start in one corner. Slowly but surely it comes off. Nice crisp sound. This piece I'm going to cut up into 6x6 squares to fold into origami cranes. voila. Have a selection of some of my earlier experiments in paper making here. Just remind me of where I've been and the struggles and what I should keep. So I have like paper made from corn husk here, and seaweed, Spanish bayonet, which was a particularly tough fiber. It grows all over the island. Banana leaves, and we have what else? Onion skin, which is also really lovely and crinkly. I love that paper. Like I said, you learn a lot by trial and error, and that's how I have learned most of the things I wanted to keep.